I'm gonna pull you out of the car. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone.
It's not that hard. Take your hands off the kids.
I'm over here.
On August 4th, 2024, officers in the Athens-Clarke County area of Georgia responded to a DUI welfare complaint. 2 children, an 8-month-old infant and a toddler approaching age 2 were passengers in the subject's vehicle. The subject had driven approximately 40 miles from Hartwell, Georgia to Athens while allegedly impaired. Officers arrived at an apartment complex where they personally observed the subject operating and parking the vehicle, establishing first-hand probable cause for a DUI investigation.
So what's going on tonight?
So he decided, I had work all day, so he decided to take our babies up to Hartwell where his family is. They were going to go to his sister's birthday party at the lake. And then after they had a wedding ceremony for his cousin to go to, he spent the whole day over there, I'm assuming drinking. He didn't text me all throughout the day, and I had contact with his stepmom up until about 9, and then everyone stopped answering me, and I didn't realize...
Same form, get info now.
He didn't tell me if they were going to spend the night or do anything over there.
Okay. Are they also his kids too?
They are.
Okay.
They are. So I just got really freaked out that no one was answering me and telling me where they were, and he wouldn't answer. So I decided to drive up there about like maybe 15 minutes from his house. I saw him coming down the road. So I quickly turned around, followed him, noticed that he was swerving, and then he pulled into a McDonald's at one of those locations over there.
Near the Athens-Tech?
No, near Hartwell. It was around like the Hartwell area. Oh God, sorry for making all of y'all come out here.
Oh no, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh God, that makes me feel so bad.
That's okay.
So yeah, he
50,
pulled
that's gonna be
into
a negative on
McDonald's
that
over there
question.
and then started just weaving in between the pumps and stuff and wouldn't pull over and just let me drive the girls home. I didn't care what he did.
Negative on kidnapping.
I followed him the remainder of the way, and he was swerving. He was going off to the side really bad. He like ducked into a couple gas stations a couple times. He was running over curbs, and then finally pulled up into the McDonald's.
Negative. They're his child's too. This is just a welfare check because he's signal too.
I understand it's very, very intense right now. But the first thing we need to know is where is this starting? Where did all this start?
That's what she's telling me.
No, it's okay. I got it. Where is all this starting?
He was in Hartwell, and
Hartwell?
I was worried about my baby, so I drove all the way up there.
Okay, so okay.
And I followed him all the way back here, and he was just swerving all over the place. They had told me he'd been drinking really bad. They tried not to let him into the car, but he just kept on refusing. And
Okay. So do you both live in Hartwell? Or?
No, we live here. We live in these apartments.
Okay, so you were at Hartwell.
I was driving to Hartwell. He was doing stuff in Hartwell with our babies today.
Okay, so while you were concerned about, are you two currently together now?
We are.
Okay, so he was in Hartwell with your children.
Yes.
Okay, and so at some point did you get because you weren't currently with him at that time?
No, I had work all day today.
Okay, so where did you get the information that concerned you?
Whenever no one was answering me past 9, he didn't answer his phone all day, and then later on around like 11 something-ish, I got in contact with his sister who told me that he had been drinking.
Okay, so
and then his stepmom called me and told me that they tried to stop him, but he ended up driving away with the babies after he had been
Okay, so the big concern right now is he is possibly intoxicated driving with your children. Okay, because we just had a lot of different information, and
sorry,
we've got
I know
no.
I
don't. You don't need to apologize to me. I don't have children, but I have a mother, and I can empathize sincerely with what you're going through right now. So I just want to make sure that that's clear for you. Okay, you don't need to apologize to me whatsoever. So, do you have an address at Hartwell? Because we can get. Because is he still currently in Hartwell?
He's not.
Okay.
I followed him all the way back here.
Okay, so when did this happen?
Probably about 12.
Okay, so around 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay. And so you got that information, and you were currently in your apartment here?
No, I was on the way over there, and then his stepmom called me and told me that I would probably see him driving down the road, that they had let him go because he was just fussing that he was okay, but...
Okay. I'm sorry for the pause. I'm just trying to make sure that I can get everything. All right, so you're driving up to Hartwell. Do you ever, see him?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah, so you drive up there. Are you able to see him?
Yes.
So you see him driving?
Yeah, I see his truck.
Okay. Where's his truck? Where was his truck when you first saw him?
Around Cannon area. He was around the Cannon area up there.
Okay.
I didn't see his truck. I followed him all the way back here.
Okay, okay.
He wouldn't pull over and let me
Gotcha.
get the babies out the car, so.
Okay. And so you, when you got back into Athens, well, do you know where he is now?
I don't.
Okay.
The last place I saw him was like the Athens-Tech, like McDonald's right there, and those apartments.
Gotcha. Okay. Because that's initially what's one of the things I wanted to ask.
Yeah.
Why were you all asking, where does this start? Because we were getting information that it
It started all the way back there, yeah,
right,
and then I followed him all the way here, yeah.
Okay. And so you were did you like try to call him?
I mean, I blew up his phone.
Okay. And see what he was driving. Do you know where he might be going?
I don't. I figured this would have been the first stop, but he's just...
Okay. Do you mind talking to this officer for a second?
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry.
No, you're fine.
Did you see him before you left for work?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
How was your guys' altercation then?
Everything was fine.
Everything was fine?
Yeah.
You guys were talking normal?
Yeah.
And is that when he stayed here with the kid what time did you go to work?
I left at around like 11:20.
Was he still here when you left?
Yes.
With
He
the
didn't leave till
child?
like probably 1 in the afternoon.
How old is the child?
Almost 2, and then we have an 8-month-old.
So 2 children? Okay. And he has both of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you, so you said he's not answering any of your text messages?
No.
Do you know why that is?
He hasn't all day.
Do you guys both have iPhones?
Yes.
Is it saying it's delivered?
Yes.
Okay. But he hasn't all day?
No.
Oh, you said he might have went to a wedding?
Yeah,
too?
so it was a lake for his sister. She had her party at the lake, so it's like his stepmom there, his dad, sister, her boyfriend, their baby, just a whole bunch of like family events.
Have you tried to reach out to them by chance?
About tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was blowing up everyone, trying to just get information to make sure the babies were okay.
And did you get a response from any of them?
His stepmom and everyone answered me up until about like 9:30ish, and then that's when I started freaking out and texting him more, trying to get in contact with his family.
So what was his stepmom saying to you?
She was just sending me pictures of the baby and just telling me what they were doing, that they were still at the wedding, they were eating cake after, they were talking to people, just kind of updating me with everything.
Okay, did you text her about the dad with the kids? Because he wasn't responding and that you were worried?
Yes.
What did she say about that? Nothing?
Well, she was actually sleeping in the bed with my babies. They had knocked out. So I guess like after 9, whenever I stopped receiving stuff, that's when she was knocked out.
Okay, have you talked to her after 9 p.m.?
Yes.
Okay, when?
Whenever she called me to tell me that he had driven and left there, and they tried to stop him, and they got in an argument with him about it, and he just took off with the babies.
Okay, so your husband, is it your husband? Boyfriend? Okay. So your boyfriend got an altercation with his stepmom and hit their side of the family?
Yes.
Okay, do you know what that was about?
Them
Not
not
yet.
wanting him to drive drunk.
Okay, and he chose to anyway
Yes.
with the 2 children?
Yes.
Okay. Does the stepmother say how much she had to drink tonight?
She said about 8, but I think she's being really lenient. They like to take up for him a lot, so I definitely think it was more.
Okay.
And how he was swerving in his truck and acting, he just...
And how much were you able to talk to the stepmom? How long did you talk to the stepmom?
maybe about like 5 minutes whenever I was heading up there to Hartwell before I had reached him and saw his truck on the road.
Okay. And did the stepmom tell you any other like additional important information
No.
besides what you already told me?
No.
And has the stepmom been able to contact him at all?
No, whenever she told me to like call her back, and I like found him driving on the road, so I tried calling her back, but she didn't answer.
Okay. And your text message to him, were they like just asking questions? And I understand my wording, were they maybe frantic, worried?
It was, when are you coming back? I mean, hello, fuck, it's 10:40 and it's still an hour drive back. I'd appreciate it if you told me what you're doing with the girls. Dude, where the fuck are my babies? You won't tell me shit.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to give his phone number to our dispatchers and see if they can get in contact with him from wherever he is. We'll get a location and pull over so officers can talk to him, okay?
I just don't want him to get in trouble for that. What did he get in trouble for?
Well, if he is driving intoxicated,
He argued with them, still hopped in the car, and no one stopped him. And
He's
just let him
endangering
drive
your
off.
children.
What? So, at what point did you get behind him?
It wasn't until I was about 15 minutes from that location. I had already been driving up there, and it was around like the Cannon location up there. I saw him coming down the street. I could just see his car. So as he kept on going, I just ended up turning around, got behind him, and then he pulled into like a gas station, McDonald's type of area over there. And then tried to go through the drive-through. I like blocked the exit right there and rolled down my window and told him just to like switch cars or just do something, just let me like drive with the babies. I didn't even care what he did at that point. That was on him. And then he just like was weaving in between the gas stations over there and like laughing about it and running over the curb right there, and then he like took off, and then I just kept on following him from behind there.
Okay. And so, all right, so yeah, so that's where essentially where the Point Grand apartments are. That's where we got that original location. So he pulls into the McDonald's parking lot.
It's a different location. He pulled into 2 McDonald's. The first one was closer to his house in Hartwell.
Okay.
That's where the initial meeting point where I first got behind him and followed him all the way back here.
Okay. And then he pulled into the one by the apartment complex.
Yes.
And then that's when
and then
you
I
got...
tried to get out again to just get him to let me take the babies home.
Uh-huh.
And he took off again and then went into those apartments.
Gotcha. All right. So when you saw him in the second part, McDonald's.
Yes.
Tell me about just like that entire interaction for me.
Okay, so he pulled up into the drive-thru like he was about to get food. I got behind him, and then as soon as I went to open my door to get out and try to talk to him, he sped off around it, took off around that, and then headed straight towards the apartments. He made a right and then started going in there.
Okay.
And then with those apartments, they like cut off at one point. They have like little sections like that.
Okay.
So I ended up trapping him right there. He ended up driving over the curb on the grass to get around my car, and then backed himself into another corner where he couldn't get out. And I stopped there, got out again. I was like, please just let me drive the babies home. He was like, you need to move, and then started rubbing his car at me and started pushing it on me and was trying to run me over essentially.
Okay. And then that's when he drove off?
Yeah, then he went up again on another curb and went on the side of me, and then I didn't have enough time because I was angled this way, and he went back out this way, and I just couldn't get there fast enough.
Okay.
The legal foundation for this stop rests on Terry versus Ohio, 392 U.S. 1, decided in 1968. Terry holds that a brief investigative detention is lawful when officers possess reasonable, articulable suspicion of criminal activity. Here, suspicion was not merely articulable, it was corroborated by multiple independent witnesses, the reporting party's direct observation, and the officer's own first-hand view of the subject driving. Under Illinois v. Gates, 462 U.S. 213, 1983, probable cause is assessed under the totality of circumstances, family eyewitnesses. The mother's observation of erratic driving over 40 miles and the odor of marijuana detected on scene collectively satisfy that standard. Georgia's primary DUI statute is OCGA Section 46-391. It prohibits operating a motor vehicle while under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or any substance rendering the driver a less safe driver. Subsection L of the same code is the critical enhancement here. It creates a separate felony offense for each minor passenger under 14 years of age present in the vehicle. With 2 children both under age 2, the subject faces 2 additional felony counts on top of any base DUI charge. Separate potential exposure arises under OCGA Section 16-5-70, Georgia's Cruelty to Children statute, which reaches conduct by a supervising adult that causes excessive physical or mental pain, or willfully deprives a child of safety to the point that health or well-being is jeopardized.
Is this the truck?
Yeah.
Is this him? Okay.
Five, 6, 8, are you ready? Hey man, why don't you leave the kids right there for a second and come over here for me? No, that's fine. I just need you to leave the kids alone for a second, alright?
No, they're my kids, so.
Alright, I'm not going to ask you again. Alright, stand over here for me.
What are you gonna do? Shoot me?
I'm going to pull you out of the car. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids
It's not that
alone.
hard.
I ain't gonna leave.
Take your hands off the kids.
Come over here. Come over here.
There's nothing wrong. I ain't gonna fuck with me like this.
It's not that hard.
Get that. It's okay.
Nah, man, this is bullshit. You ain't gonna fuck with me. Ain't did nothing wrong. Hell, I'm at my
I
house.
asked you 3
ain't
times to come
driving.
over here. Now come over here and I need to talk to you. Stand over
Hell, I
here.
ain't trying to cause y'all no problems. Don't fucking jerk on me. Hell,
Then when I tell you to do something, you do it.
hell, I ain't. You at home. I ain't done nothing.
Where you been, Mackenzie?
I've been at Hartwell, Georgia.
Hartwell, Georgia. What were you up there for?
I was there for my little sister's birthday.
Your little sister's birthday?
Yes, sir.
How long were you up there for?
About 3 or 4 hours.
3 or 4 hours? What'd you do up there?
Just hung out at the lake.
Hung out at the lake? You been drinking at all, Mackenzie?
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
All right. How come when, how I should get information from your family that's saying that you've been drinking and driving?
She's heard laws. I ain't drinking or driving or nothing. Oh, I'm here.
Well,
I ain't driving.
Well, you were driving because I just saw you pull up in the
I
truck.
never had no kind of miscommunications driving down the road or nothing. I'm here. I ain't trying to cause no problems. I don't understand.
Well, for one thing, man.
Hey, I'm here. I ain't doing nothing wrong. I haven't. I'm not. Whatever you call it. I'm not.
You know what?
I'm not guilty of anything. I'm not saying I'm guilty of anything. I made it home. I'm here. It's a whole miscommunication. Hell, I'm here. I don't
All right.
mean
Well,
nothing.
I got a couple of questions for you, man. One, how come you're not answering her phone calls when she was trying to reach you?
Hell, I don't believe I have to answer any goddamn. I mean.
Well, when she's concerned about the welfare of her kids, I feel like.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Well, if she wants to, to tell you the truth, this goes a whole lot farther than whatever this is, but I just wasn't on my phone.
All right. Tell me what happened at the. Did you stop anywhere in between leaving from Hartwell to stopping right here?
No.
You didn't stop anywhere?
No, I went to McDonald's.
You went to McDonald's? Did you see the mother of the children?
Nope.
You didn't see her over there at all?
Nope.
You sure?
Yep.
Well, how come she said that she saw you at McDonald's and tried to get you to give her the kids so you weren't continuing to drive with them?
Well, you can ask them. I just went to McDonald's.
Ask who?
The McDonald's workers.
What McDonald's did you go to?
Whichever one this one is. Now, you can look at my car. There's McDonald's in there.
Oh, no, that's fine. I mean, I know you went to McDonald's. She said you went to McDonald's. She saw you at McDonald's. She said she stopped you and tried to get you to get her kids back because
you can check the cameras
she was concerned about.
You can check the cameras or whatever you need to do. I don't appreciate you walking up behind me though, to tell you the truth.
Why is that?
Because I don't really want anybody walking up behind me to tell you the truth, whether you're a cop or not.
All right. See what we can do.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Officer Bernard. Nice to meet you. Okay, so I heard everything, what's going on tonight, stuff like that. Have you been drinking tonight?
No, ma'am.
Smoking marijuana?
No, ma'am.
Okay, because I can smell it off you.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Alright, will you be willing to do some field sobriety?
Yes, ma'am. I haven't been driving.
You haven't been driving?
I've been driving, but I'm not.
The subject initially denied consuming any alcohol. He then shifted his account, claiming he drank only after arriving at the apartment complex. This is the post-driving consumption defense, a recognized but difficult argument under Georgia DUI law. The prosecution must prove the defendant was impaired at the time of driving, not merely at the time of testing. However, this defense collapses when the evidentiary chain is unbroken as it is here. The reporting party followed the vehicle continuously from Hartwell to Athens, observing erratic driving throughout. There was no window for post-drive consumption to plausibly occur. Additionally, a consent search of the vehicle yielded 2 sealed beer cans, one with condensation on its surface. Condensation indicates a recently refrigerated item. This undermines any claim that alcohol was only acquired or consumed after the vehicle was parked. When the subject referenced his right not to incriminate himself and expressed a desire for an attorney, Officer Bernard responded with a legally accurate clarification. Miranda versus Arizona, 384 U.S. 436, 1966, requires rights advisements only at the point of custodial interrogation, meaning the person must be both in custody and subject to interrogation at the time of the subject's statement. Neither condition was met. The subject was not under arrest and was participating in voluntary field questioning. Officer Bernard's explanation was procedurally correct. Under Rhode Island versus Innis, 446 U.S. 291, 1980, voluntary statements made outside custodial interrogation are fully admissible without Miranda warnings. The subject's subsequent spontaneous admission to occasional marijuana use, made without any questioning, falls squarely within this doctrine and is admissible.
I'm not incriminating myself. I'd rather have a lawyer before I say anything else.
Okay, well, this is field sobriety, and you're not under arrest right now, so, I mean, like, you're able to talk to me, okay?
Okay. I mean, I'm
All
here.
right. This is a field sobriety, standard field
I wasn't driving
sobriety.
down the road messed up or anything. Yeah, I pulled up. I mean, just...
Okay. Alright, so you said that should be good to do standard field sobriety?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you mind taking off your hat by chance?
As long as this does not incriminate me in any kind of way.
This is the standard field sobriety, okay, investigation. This is totally separate from what is going on here.
Never crossing the road or anything.
Okay. But you still, did you drive here?
Nah, I drunk beers after I got here.
After you got here?
Yep.
Okay.
Officer Bernard administered all three components of the NHTSA standardized field sobriety test battery. First, horizontal gaze nystagmus. HGN measures involuntary eye movement that becomes pronounced under alcohol impairment. NHTSA identifies it as 88% accurate at 0.08 BAC or above. Second, walk and turn. The officer noted the subject performed an improper pivot, a quick shuffle, rather than the prescribed small step rotation. This constitutes a scored clue. NHTSA. Accuracy, 79% at 0.08 BAC. Third, one-leg stand. The subject failed to maintain balance to the 30-count standard, with the officer noting failure at approximately 15 seconds. NHTSA. Accuracy, 83% at 0.08 BAC. The combination of clues across all three tests creates a significant evidentiary basis for impairment consistent with Georgia's DUI less safe standard under OCGA Section 46-391A1.
Alright, give me 1 second. Oh, watch that. Oh, me. He said he drank beers when he got here. How fast was our response time regarding this?
He drunk beers when he got here?
Yeah.
No,
He hasn't been drinking.
he rolled up in the car.
Yeah.
While y'all were here.
Yes, we were talking to the victim still at the porch, and he pulled in right there. It's on my body cam.
Yeah, so he pulled in, and that's
Driving.
when I got on the radio.
He never went inside.
And then
No,
y'all
he's never been inside
y'all
the car.
observed the kids in the car as well.
Yeah, he has been gone out
Okay.
of
How many kids were in the car?
2.
I have to.
But
He's been gone since one.
okay. All right, so we'll do some standard field sobriety if you're okay with it. All right, what I want you to do, I want you to take your hands out your pockets for me. I want you to put your feet together, hands by your side, just like this. All right. Do you have anything wrong with your eyes or anything like that?
No, man.
Okay. Have you had any concussions recently that I need to know about, like within the month? Okay. All right. So what I want you to do, I want you to look at the tip of my finger with your eyes only. Okay. With one finger, what I want you to do, I want you to put the tip of your finger on the tip of my finger. Perfect. Now you can put it back down. All right. Like I said, you're gonna follow the tip of my. Excuse me. You're gonna follow the tip of my finger with your eyes only. Do not move your head. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let's walk over to this line. We'll use one of these we'll use this blue parking stall line if you like. We can both agree this is level. No irregulars to the thing. All right. So no. Come stand right here, where my foot is. All right. Now face me. All the way. There you go. All right. So what I want you to do, I want you to put your left foot on that blue line. There you go. Then I want you to put your right foot in front of your left foot. Make sure your right heel touches your left toes. Do not move from this position until I tell you otherwise. Do you understand? Okay. All right. So what you're going to do, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps forward, just like this, okay? So I got you set up like this, all right? All right, you're going to begin to count. 1, 2, all the way to your ninth step. Once you get to your ninth step, You're going to leave your lead foot planted. And then you're going to take a series of small steps to turn around. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do a little quick couple things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Officer Bernard read Georgia's Implied Consent Notice, as required by OCGA Section 40-5-67.1. Under this statute, any person operating a vehicle on Georgia highways is deemed to have consented to chemical testing of breath, blood, urine, or other bodily substances. Refusal to submit results in a minimum 1-year license suspension. Refusal to submit to blood or urine testing is admissible as evidence at trial under OCGA, Section 40-6-392. The subject initially cited fear of needles in response to the breath test question, a non-responsive answer to a question requiring only yes or no. After clarification, he consented to the breathalyzer. Under Birchfield v. North Dakota, 579 U.S. 438, 2016, breath tests administered incident to arrest require no warrant. The subject's blood draw refusal, citing needle phobia, carries no legal consequence regarding the breath test. They are separate requests under the statute.
All right, man. Last thing we're going to do, okay? It's called the one-leg stand. Are you able to stand on one leg for an amount of time?
Probably better if I was on my left leg.
That's all. It's up to you which one you want to choose, okay? All right. What I want you to do, I want you to put your feet together, hands by your side. All right. Do not move from this position until I tell you otherwise, okay? I'm gonna demonstrate how this is gonna work, okay? Like I said, whichever foot, okay? I want you to watch my left foot, all right? I'm gonna lift it up approximately 6 inches off the ground, parallel to the ground. Same thing that you're gonna do, okay? So just like this, you begin to count 1001, 1002, 1003, and so forth. Okay? Things I want you to remember, I want you to look down at your elevated foot. Okay? Keep your hands by your side. Make sure that both legs are straight. You got it?
Yes,
okay.
How long do I need to count for?
So I tell you to stop. Alright? Can I just get light on him? I got the time. Alright, you ready? Alright, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Alright, you may stop. Do you smoke weed?
I smoke weed occasionally.
Occasionally?
But I don't mean to, like, I don't understand, like, if I have the right to stop.
You do, no, you're not under arrest, so your Miranda rights right now don't apply.
So, like,
I'm just asking you questions, yeah.
Anything I say will not incriminate myself.
No, I'm just asking you basic questions on there.
I do smoke weed every now and then.
Okay, did you smoke any today?
I don't smoke any today.
Okay, none today? Okay, okay. So you haven't had anything to drink at all?
No.
Okay.
A second officer conducted a consent search of the subject's truck. The legal basis is Schneckloth v. Bustamante, 412 U.S. 218, 1973. That decision holds that a voluntary consent renders a warrantless search lawful under the Fourth Amendment, provided consent is not coerced. The search yielded 2 sealed beer cans, one with condensation. The odor of marijuana had already been detected by Officer Bernard prior to the search, providing independent probable cause. Under Illinois v. Caballes, 543 U.S. 405, 2005, a lawful stop may be extended to investigate unrelated criminal activity when officers develop independent, reasonable suspicion or probable cause. The marijuana odor, a recognized basis for probable cause in Georgia, independently supported continued investigation beyond the original DUI inquiry.
All right, one last thing, okay, my man? I want you to put your arms out just like this. I don't want you to turn around like an airplane. And put your hands behind your back.
You ain't gotta worry, I ain't gonna try to fight y'all.
No, you good, my
Yeah,
man.
this is just something that we do for everybody, all right? This is a procedure that we do.
I've been to jail a few times. I ain't trying to hurt y'all.
You're good, man.
Cause myself in more trouble than I'm already in. Y'all in mine, they probably get that baby or something.
Okay, my man. How old are you? 23?
Yeah. Just listen to our questions, all right, and then we'll get that before we go, okay?
Drive upon the highways of the state upon your submission to state-administered chemical tests of your blood, breath, urine, or other bodily substances for the purpose of determining if you are under the influence of alcohol or drugs. If you refuse this testing, your Georgia driver's license or privilege to drive on the highways of the state will be suspended for a minimum period of 1 year. Your refusal to submit to blood or urine testing may be offered into evidence against you at trial. If you submit to testing and the results indicate an alcohol concentration of 0.08 grams or more, your Georgia driver's license or privilege to drive on the highways of the state may be suspended for a minimum period of 1 year. After first submitting to the requested state test, you're entitled to additional chemical tests of your blood, breath, urine, or other bodily substances at your own expense and from qualified personnel of your own choosing. Will you submit to the state administered chemical test of your breath?
I'm not willing to do anything to incriminate myself.
I need a yes or no to the question.
I don't want my blood drawn because I'm scared of needles.
Alright, that's not my question. Okay, will you submit to the state administered chemical test of your breath?
Yes.
Okay, alright. Hey, Petrol, double check.
I know, I got it. You don't?
No. No. Darty went through, he gave consent to search his truck. He's got 2 unopened pours. One of them's got condensation on it.
Okay.
Do you want just photos of them? Do you want the actual cans? Or?
Yep. All right, do me a favor. Nope, you're good. You're right where you're at. Don't move.
God damn it.
Okay. Huh. Oh, that's plain as day, dude.
I'm sorry about that.
You got anything else you need to know about?
I don't do nothing else. I smoke a little bit of weed. Balls are a little bit higher than that, but
Well, I'm not looking to feel your balls now. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in there. I don't care how big or small your balls are. Come on.
Now to the grades. Officer Bernard receives an A-. Her administration of all 3 NHTSA field sobriety tests followed established protocol. Her reading of the Georgia Implied Consent Notice was accurate and complete. Most notably, her real-time correction of the subject's Miranda misunderstanding was legally precise. She distinguished custodial interrogation from voluntary field contact without overstating or understating the doctrine. The A- rather than a full A reflects the Bodycam angle during HGN administration, which limits independent verification of technique, and one missed opportunity to pin down the post-driving consumption timeline with sharper follow-up questioning. The subject, identified on camera as Mackenzie, receives a D. He operated a motor vehicle for approximately 40 miles while impaired, with 2 children under age 2 as passengers, after his own family physically attempted to prevent him from driving. His statements to officers were internally contradictory denial, then post-drive consumption claim, then admission of marijuana use, each shift narrowing his defensible position. His invocation of Miranda rights was premature and legally inapplicable at that stage. His subsequent abandonment of that invocation and continued spontaneous statements compounded his legal exposure. The D grade is not solely for legal strategy failures. It reflects the decision to endanger 2 infants over a 40-mile nighttime route, conduct that is the core of the criminal charges he faces. The reporting party, the children's mother, receives a B+. She acted on credible information, located the vehicle, and followed it to ensure the children's safety while simultaneously coordinating with law enforcement. Her account to officers was organized, chronologically coherent, and detailed enough to establish the geographic and temporal scope of the driving offense. The grade stops at B+ because her repeated attempts to physically intercept the vehicle blocking exits, cornering in the parking lot, created additional risk for herself and arguably escalated the subject's erratic behavior. The legally sound course, once erratic driving was observed, was immediate contact with law enforcement rather than sustained vehicle-to-vehicle confrontation. Before the outro, 3 lessons from this encounter. First, Miranda does not attach at the beginning of every police contact. The right to counsel becomes operative at custodial interrogation, not at the first moment an officer asks a question. Invoking it prematurely, then abandoning it, creates a worse record than silence. Second, the post-driving consumption defense requires a plausible and uncontradicted window. When a witness follows the vehicle continuously and officers arrive as the car parks, that window does not exist. The defense collapses before it is raised. Third, Georgia's DUI with minor passenger enhancement under OCGA Section 46-391L is not a sentencing aggravator. It is a separate criminal offense for each child present. 2 children means 2 additional charges, each carrying its own sentencing exposure. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic that you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for even more police interaction and courtroom content.